What's going on, team? Today is the 11th of January. You can see the economical calendar. We have nothing really going on today. Tomorrow is Thursday. We have some Fed speakers speaking at 7:30. Bullard speaking at 8 a.m. We have CPI coming out as well, jobless numbers. Bullard speaks again at 11 a.m. And we have the Fed budget at 2 p.m. And then Friday, we have import price index and 1 year and 5 year inflation expectations. So make sure you guys check out Market Watch to basically see what upcoming news can overall affect the market. Yesterday, we did have Powell speak, and then we'll talk about that in a few. So first off, we're going to start off with Meta. Meta has been on an uptrend lately. You can see overall, if you look at the chart, she basically was trading at a higher price, dropped, and it looks like it's trying to do a gap fill back up. So let's see what happens. Let's zoom in on the basically what's happening right now. Right now, she is basically having a pullback. MACD does look like it wants to cross down on the 180-day. It did hit a resistance around 133. How do we know it's a resistance? We have multiple candles at that same price going sideways. Whenever you see a stock push up and go sideways, that means that area is struggling to break above its resistance, right? The support right here, we tested this level multiple times, and it also happens to be the EMA around 131. So on that break of 131, we could start basically pulling back down towards 127, especially since the RSI is overbought, giving it more opportunity for the downside, right? Jumping over towards the 20-day, you can see that this was the 20-day high, that 133 yesterday. So if we do start to break out to the upside, you want to watch for a break of 131 to 133. Then we can start possibly going higher towards that 135 and higher. Make sure you guys watch out for that. But overall, she's giving more bearish signs, meaning the 180 days crossed down, 20 days crossed down. Our sides both have room to the downside. So this could be maybe possible double top over here. You can see we hit that level before, we hit it again, and then we're starting to pull back. So watch out for Meta to the downside. Next stock I'm going to talk about is going to be Tesla. Looking at Tesla over here, we want to jump over towards the 180-day 4-hour to see what overall has been happening with Tesla. You can see Tesla has been on a downtrend, a steep downtrend after hitting that 180-day SMA. And you can see we have some type of sideways action over here. Tesla is basically trapped in a zone, right? The zone that Tesla is trapped into is basically creating back and forth motion. She's basically trapped between that 124 or 125 zone and that 101 zone over here, right? So we need her to break out of the zone over here in order to push up or to push down, right? You can trade the middle, but just understand that, hey, we don't really have any key direction for Tesla, right? So we need Tesla to break that 125 before she can start pushing up towards 135, which was a previous support before it started making another leg down. And then if we start to break that 118, we could start going to 109, maybe even 102 over here. So watch out for Tesla. Next and last stock we're going to talk about is the good SPY, right? Looking at SPY, right? I want to jump over towards the 1 year on SPY. 1 year, 1 day on SPY has actually crossed up, giving us a bullish trend. She is still below divergence, meaning, hey, this area can act as possible resistance when the MACD lines get close to it. And we're still below the SMA. The SMA is sitting around like 392, 392.86 over here. So that's why I have this solid blue line over here representing the SMAs right above us. So make sure you guys are very careful. We do have 3 candles forming above the EMA, which is this blue line right here, which is a sign of positivity. But we want to be cautious, especially going into a long position and knowing that, hey, we're at 391 and 392.86 is basically the SMA. So keep that in mind. That SMA can act as a wall when the stock candles are below it. So watch out for that. Jumping over towards the 180-day, a cleaner play would be above that 392 or 393 zone, and then we could start basically pushing up towards 394 over here or 395 and possibly going higher. SPY has basically been going sideways as well, kind of like Tesla's chart. Remember, we basically was trading at 411, started going sideways. We're trapped between 388 and that 375, started making a little bit of higher lows over here. You can see we're basically trying to gap back up towards that previous price. Let's see what happens. Anything can happen today. We could basically reject this estimate and come down. So if that does happen, want to watch for a break below 390, and then we can start basically going to 387 and lower. Make sure you guys set your alerts, especially on the SPY, just in case we get those breakouts. This could be a possible big mover today. There's no news today, but there was news yesterday. We have news tomorrow. So let's see what happens. Make sure you guys leave a like and comment below. Use the stop loss, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.